In the first part of our story, Max has just entered the world, but with a host of complications. His mother, Danielle, was scared he wouldn't make it after he had a stroke during birth. Fortunately, Children's Hospital staff were on hand to save his life, only moments after it had begun. Max's body temperature was reduced for 3 days, helping his body slow down to prevent brain damage.
It was literally a waiting game. When he was going to be waking up after being cooled, that was like the test. Is he going to move? Is he going to have any brain activity? It was just so scary.
Danielle made it to the East Tennessee Children's Hospital NICU as soon as she recovered from giving birth.
As soon as we got in the room, I was like, what is going on? It was horrifying, honestly. Seeing him cooled, his body had swollen and his eyes were bruised, swollen shut. There were so many wires. It was horrible.
But Max woke up, and after a month in the NICU, he was ready to come home.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
His older sister, Tommy Kate, had never been so excited in her young life.
Woohoo! But then once we got Max home, I still remember that night, like his sister, my sister-in-law, brought Tommy, and I remember her running up the stairs in his room, and it was like one of the best days of our life for sure. And she held him for the first time, and he was making some sounds, and I said, "What did he say, Tommy?" And she said, "He said he loves me." And it was just like my mom heart was just melting. It was like perfect.
And the smooth sailing continued. Max began all types of therapies at Children's Hospital, including physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and feeding therapy. But after he turned 1, the situation turned difficult yet again. Danielle noticed Max was having some weird spells of behavior.
So it was usually like after a nap time, it looked like he was just dozing off. His eyes would go to the side and his head would just nod. And I just knew, like, this is not right.
It wasn't right. Children's Hospital neurologist Dr. Anna Kasinka confirmed it using in-depth testing.
And it did show irregular infantile spasms. And those type of seizures, if you don't catch them early, could be catastrophic.
Babies often lose core skills like eating after the seizures, and Max lost his ability to eat baby food. Dr. Kasinka recommended special injections, and nurses taught Danielle how to give Max his medicine while they were home.
And we did that for 3 weeks, which was probably the worst 3 weeks of Max's life. He completely lost his whole personality, no smiles. He cried almost all day for 3 weeks straight. I was afraid that he was gone. I was like, where did my baby go?
Dr. Kasinka decided to change course in Max's treatment, putting him on 2 other medications, and after tinkering to find the right dosage, effectively ended Max's seizures.
I thank Dr. Kasinka. I feel like she totally saved Max. She brought my baby back, and every time we go to follow-ups and visits, I always feel like a sense of family with her, just because she was with us through one of the hardest times we've ever had. So I thank her so much for helping him.
That's what we do at Children's Hospital. We combine cutting-edge knowledge and technology with family-centered, comprehensive care. Dr. Kasinka is part of Max's family, and so is a whole host of Children's Hospital staff.
I guess in the beginning I would get nervous, like, oh, we're gonna get more bad news or what's gonna happen. But now, look, we've gone so much, and they know us and recognize us, and they always give me a sense of peace and calm. Even if the news isn't great, they still word it in a way that this is how it is, but I'm gonna help you get through it. So even if it is not the best news, they promise to help us get through it. And so far they've kept their word.
This holiday, when you support Children's Hospital, you're helping kids like Max grow up to live happy and fulfilling lives full of love. You can help us continue to be there for families who are battling for their kids. If you'd like to donate, please head to etch.com/SOG.